Facebook, how are you? We're about to go live. Let me give me a little filter on Instagram here so we can jazz up. What are you doing? What are you doing? Go live. Okay. Oh yeah? Okay. All right. Yes. Okay. Hi guys, hold on 1 second. I need to turn this up. This is not what I wanted. And live video. Do not share. Discard. Hi everybody. Give me a second. We're going live. Don't nobody want no starry night? Okay. Let's do it. Yes! All right. We are live on both platforms. Happy Thursday, everybody. Happy Thursday. Thank you for being here with me on today. I hope that you have been having an amazing week. Hi, King Tax Services. Hi, God Money Records, COO. Happy Thursday to you guys. I hope the week has been treating y'all well. Today, we are here for some fun times. Both of you have been here before, so I know that you know what's up. We're going to give everybody about 3 more minutes to come on into the room. Come on into the room. And then get started. We're going to, hi to whoever came in on Facebook. Say hi. We're getting started in about 2 minutes. Drop your names. If you have a business that you want to promote, drop the @ in the comments so people can see you while we do our introductions. The first 5 minutes is really for us to just say hi, do the introductions. We don't want to jump into everything. We want to ease into it, you know? So get to know each other. Some of you guys might have services and things that you need. I'm going to introduce myself at 6:05 so you know what my services are and how I can help you. But also at 6:05, since y'all are here, I want y'all to, send this out to your friends who might want to hear it. Today, we have got lots of cases, but we have a cool new thing that is happening. Yes, Tanya Kinghorn, King Tax Services. She gives great financial advice, guys. Go follow her, King Tax Services 18. She's based in North Carolina. She will get your tax life together. We have about 1 more minute before we're going to get started, and I'm going to tell you guys about all the great things that are happening at NPL Consulting, and then we're going to get started on our stories, okay? While we're waiting for 6:05, I hope that everybody has downloaded the Business Prep Toolkit. I hope that you guys have told your friends about Business Launch Bootcamp that is happening August 15th, where we are going to get all your business foundation stuff together. Myself and Shara Gibson, one of my colleagues, we're going to get your business plans, your registrations, your trademarks, your contracts. We're going to get all that done in 6 weeks. So sign up today. I'm going to put my disturb on my phone just in case somebody calls, so it might knock out for a second. No, that's not what I wanted. Do not disturb. Okay, hold on. Let me put this title in. It's officially I'm so happy about this broadcast today, guys. That's Toby as usual, trolling my broadcast. Everybody say hi, Toby. Let me pin this. Yes, today's title is It's Officially a Hot Girl Summer. And I'm actually going to start the broadcast off with that story once we get started. Okay, guys, it is 6:05. So this is the time for you to share this out to your friends, your family, that person at work that you don't really talk to, the guy down the street who you've been eyeing, but you've been too afraid to talk to him in person. Send this out to all your friends, everybody you know. We are getting to the nitty gritty. All right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Thursday and welcome to NPL Legal Dish, my weekly live broadcast to you all, teaching you what you need to know about business being in business and keeping legit by using celebrity news and pop culture stories. All right. If this is your first time, thank you. If this is your first time hearing my voice, seeing my face, ever hearing of me, welcome. I am Natalie Pierre-Louis. I'm the owner and operator of NPL Consulting LLC, a business formation firm. What that means is I help you get your business paperwork together. So if you need to get your business registered with the state, if you need contracts, if you need to protect your intellectual property, meaning trademarks, patents, copyrights, I help you do all of that. You might be asking yourself, why am I qualified to help you? And I am so happy that you asked. I'm qualified to help you because I'm a licensed attorney. I have been one for over a decade. I've started multiple businesses for myself and others. I've had many careers in the realms of law, entrepreneurship, hospitality, administrative support, and law, entrepreneurship, and education. Whew, it's a lot of stuff. Hi, Trini Lover 30. All right, and most important, I'm very passionate about making business and legal education as accessible to everybody as possible. Not everybody has the time, the money, or the desire to go to business school or to law school, but so many of you have amazing business ideas. And if you are going to be successful in business, there are certain concepts that you are just going to have to know. There's no way around it. And that is where I come in. If you need help with anything to get your business started, you can book a free 15-minute consultation using the link in my bio, linktree/NPL Consulting Firm, linktree/NPL Consulting Firm, linktree/NPL Consulting Firm. There you're also going to be able to get a free download of my business prep toolkit and get your tickets to Business Launch Bootcamp happening on April 15th, which I'm going to talk about a little later. All right. Now, the purpose of this show. If you didn't already know, every week I pull stories from the news having to do with celebrities and pop culture issues, and I use them to help teach you guys the concepts that you need to know to be successful in business, all right? If you ever have a story that you would like me to talk about on the show, please feel free to send it to me. DM me, email me, smoke signal, page me, beat me, however you can find me. Send it to me, okay? I do have an announcement this week. So if you were watching this week, you saw that I put a post and I had a poll asking if you guys would want this live show to be daily as opposed to weekly. And I got a 100% resounding yes. However, when I was thinking about it, I was like, I want this show to still be substantive enough for you guys to get something out of it. So I don't think that we're going to do every day, but we are definitely going to be doing the show more than one day a week, probably 2, maybe even 3, but right now we're going to stick with 2. Thursdays are going to stay the same, always Thursdays at 6 o'clock. We're probably going to play around with the second show about the day and time. If you guys have days and times that you want to suggest to me, please DM it to me because I want to know when is the best time to talk to you guys, because without you, I have no show. All right. All right, so we're gonna do our show today. I don't plan on going past 10 stories because I really want to get into the meat of stories, and that's why I'm deciding to do more than one show a week. I feel like sometimes we have so many stories I have to rush, and I don't want to rush because this is important stuff for you, okay? All right, so we are gonna get started. If you have any questions, if you have any comments, I'll be checking in with you guys. Make sure you drop them in the comments so we can have a good discussion, all right? I've got my core crew here and I'm feeling good. Okay, so the first story that we are talking about today has to do with the very thing in the title. It is officially a hot girl summer, y'all, all right? Megan Thee Stallion, who is like one of the hottest female rappers in the game right now. She is everywhere and I love her. I think she is so fun and so cute. She has a phrase that she uses she calls all her fans hotties. And she has been all summer long talking about it's a hot girl summer, you know, telling women out there, go out, have fun. And so many people have taken to using this phrase, hot girl summer, and they attribute it with Megan, that Megan has finally filed a trademark application for the phrase hot girl summer. So I am very proud of her. Get your money, boo. Get it. And, you know, I love Megan. I think she's so fun. So question one, I want to know, do any of you guys know who Megan Thee Stallion is? And two, have you heard the phrase hot girl summer? So if you have heard of Megan Thee Stallion, give me a 1. If you have heard the phrase hot girl summer, give me a 2. All right. I'm trying to have my hot girl summer, but I got to keep these bills paid. All right. Yes and yes. God Money Records COO knows who Megan is and knows what a hot girl summer is. All right. Yes. All right. So now that we have gotten the title out of the way, congratulations, Megan. I want to tell you guys about a commercial that I saw this week. Don't know her music, but heard the phrase. Look at that. Trini Lover does not know know Megan Thee Stallion, but she has heard the phrase hot girl summer. That is the power of Megan Thee Stallion. So does that mean it's safe to promote a brand before you? Absolutely, God Money Records COO. Because the thing is, here's the thing. When you're filing a trademark application, you can file it for intent to use, meaning I'm not using it yet, or you can file it for, hey, I'm using this right now and here's how I'm using it. So you can definitely promote a brand before you trademark it. And actually promoting that brand before you trademark it is a great way to get brand recognition, because you don't just want to come out the gate. So I'm not saying don't trademark right out the gate, but you can do both simultaneously. Build your brand following and also make it official, okay? Very good question. Okay, so now that we got through the hot girl stuff, so if you didn't know, like, I didn't post that much this week, particularly Monday and Tuesday, because I was on assignment and I literally could not have my phone, guys. I was dying. But the place where I was working, they had the TV on, and I saw a commercial that caught my eye. Now, if you have heard of the car brand Subaru, give me an S in the comments. Subaru, give me an S in the comments. Hello, whoever came in on Facebook, say hi. Hey. We're talking about Subarus. If you've heard of Subaru, give me an S in the comments. Yes, King Tax Services has heard of Subaru. I only got one person who's heard of Subaru. Okay, that's fine. Okay, at least we got one. All right. So I was, I got 2 for Subaru. All right. Hi, Nat Rock Queen. I got 3 for Subaru. Nat Rock Queen. Have you heard of Subaru, the car company? Because that's what we're talking about right now. So I was watching a commercial at this assignment I was on, and I saw that Subaru has trademarked the word eyesight. And they have trademarked the word eyesight for a technology to help your car, like, see things better around corners and stuff, see in the back. And the reason why I brought this case to you guys is because, remember, when we are talking about trademarks, you can't trademark a generic word for the most part, right? However, if it's in your field. So remember, I use the example of Apple very often. Apple Computers was able to trademark Apple for their products because Apples have nothing to do with their products. If Apple Computers actually sold apples, they would have never been able to trademark the word Apple. All right. So we're going to take this over to eyesight. Subaru is a car company. They don't do eyewear. They don't do eye surgery. They don't do anything with eyes. So they were able to take this generic word and apply it to a new technology that applies to cars, because it's not common in that industry. You're not really talking about eyesight when you're thinking about building cars and the technology in them. You might think about the driver's eyesight, but that's not something that you're going to trademark. So Subaru was successful in trademarking this word eyesight for this new technology that they have in their cars. So if you are a Subaru fan, maybe check out their new eyesight technology, okay? All right. So now after that case, I want to hear from you guys. What do you think about Subaru being able to trademark the word eyesight? Do you think that do you think that the trademark office got it right in allowing them to trademark it, or do you think that the trademark office should have been like, whoa there, what you doing? You don't think so? Tell me why. Why don't you think the USPTO office got it right, King Tax Services? Because remember, when we talk about trademarks, hi, New Haitian, how are you? It sounds crazy, but yes, because it's technology based. Right. God Money Records, COO, I think that we are on the same wavelength in terms of eyesight for cars, because yeah, Subaru is not known for eyewear or anything like that. So they are most, I think this was a good move by the USPTO office, okay? Okay, so that is case number 2. All right, if you guys have ever heard of a little company called Hulu, please give me an H in the because Subaru is a history name. Is it? I have to look up. I have no idea what the history of Subaru is. I'm going to have to look it up. Nat Rock Queen said, if it does not have anything to do with things for eyesight, they can use it. I agree with you, Nat Rock Queen. Hi, Kimmy Rob 12. All right, so I'm asking if anybody has heard of Hulu, the streaming service. I got one H from Trini Lover. Give me an H in the comments if you have ever heard of Hulu. They actually just took $6 out of my account today. King Tax Services has heard of Hulu. Nat Rock Queen has heard of, it's been around a long time. God Money Record. Besides, it's so swaggy. Everyone is going to want to say their car has eyesight technology. You know what? You right, God Money Record. King Tax Services has heard of Hulu. God Money Record heard of. All right. So if you have been watching me with any regularity, a while ago I talked about this company called Humu, H-U-M-U, trying to get a preliminary injunction against Hulu because they didn't want Hulu suing them and saying that the name is too close, right? They were trying to get the court to say, hey, it's not going to interfere. Now, here's the thing. Hulu is a TV streaming service, a media streaming service. Humu is a company that helps improve company morale and apply tech, hi, Pretty Brown Earthing, and apply tech to human resources. So they're in two totally different fields. Hulu gives you entertainment. Humu is kind of like they help HR, okay? Now, Hulu had promised that they weren't going to sue Humu in a written agreement, right? So remember, contracts, you can contract for anything legal. So Hulu and Humu entered into an agreement together promising that Hulu was not going to sue Humu. Now remember, Hulu is a big media giant. They've got lots of money. Humu is this very small company. A contract promising that Hulu would not sue Humu. However, the contract that they made had a lot of loopholes that would have given Hulu, the streaming company, an unfair advantage, all right? So the court has basically said that this contract isn't the best, and Humu wants the court to make a declaration that their name of Humu does not infringe on Hulu's trademarks. And I think this is a very smart idea. This is a small company, and if Hulu wanted to be a jerk, they could really put them out of business financially because Hulu has the big bucks to go to court and keep them wrapped up. So Hulu said, we're going to beat you to the punch. We're going to go to the court because we are not in the same field that you are in. We do human resources. You guys do streaming media. We're going to go to the court and we're going to get them to say right off the bat that our trademark does not infringe on yours. They tried to do it between themselves, but the contract just wasn't fair. Why wasn't it fair? Probably because Hulu had better lawyers than Hulu because Hulu has more money. So remember that in contracts, you need to be on equal footing. Every party has to have, equal footing in that contract. So the court was like, look, this contract is not fair and we're going to have to take it back. And Hulu was like, that's right, court. You tell them we're not infringing. Okay. So I will keep you guys updated on Hulu versus Humu and who wins out in that. But what I want to hear from you is, what do you think about Hulu versus Humu? Do you think that Hulu, had they decided to go after Humu, would they have had a on in court if they went to the court and said, hey, this human resources company, their name is too close to the name of our streaming media company? What do you guys think about that? Ooh, ooh, ooh. And while you're doing that, I want to remind you guys about Business Launch Bootcamp coming up. Business Launch Bootcamp that's coming up. It's going to be a 6-week workshop. We're going to get your businesses running. All right. My girl, Shara Gibson, she is a business development expert. She's going to get your business plans together. I'm the business formation expert. I'm going to get your business paperwork together. And it is for an extremely reasonable price. There is a payment plan available as well. So go check that out in the link in my bio as well. Go check the link in my bio for all the free stuff to download. God Money Records COO said no, different types of service, so it's cool. I agree with you, God Money Records COO. The areas that they operate in are completely different, and there would be no overlap. Like, I'm not going to think of Humu when I'm thinking of, like, Hulu. Come on. Whatever. Okay? All right. So that is what? That's 4. So we have 6 more cases that we're going to cover before we end for tonight. All right, next case that we are talking about. How many of you, okay, I'm going to say a phrase, okay? And if you recognize the phrase, tell me what company it belongs to. Right, pizza, pizza. That's the phrase. If you can tell me what company that phrase belongs to, pizza, pizza, you are old. Okay, yeah, it's gonna be on YouTube, so you can watch it whenever you want, Trini Lover, okay? All right, but if you guys know where the phrase pizza pizza comes from, let me know what company's phrase is pizza pizza, because that's what our next case has to do with. Humu did the right thing. Nat Rock Queen said Humu did the right thing. Big businesses try to monopolize wording. It's not fair for small businesses. I agree with you. There's a lot of companies that do trademark bullying. Purdy Brown, oh, y'all know what it is. Yes, Little Caesars. All right, okay. I got a Little Caesars like right across from my house. All right. So this is the case of Little Caesars against several franchisees, okay? So as you know, when you have these fast food chains, they're franchises. People get contracts with the big company and they have these independently run businesses. But there are certain guidelines that they have to follow. It's just like when you go to any McDonald's anywhere in the country, you know that there are certain things that you're going to see. There are certain ways that things are going to run. Same thing with any type of fast food chain. No different than Little Caesars. You have a contract that you sign. There is an operating manual the way you have to operate the restaurant, right? Little Caesars had several franchisees who defaulted on their franchise agreement. How did they default on the franchise agreement? They violated operating standards, meaning they were not running the restaurants the way that the Little Caesars parent company wanted to be run. They did not pay Little Caesars their royalties. So remember, when you get a franchise from a company like McDonald's or Little Caesars, yeah, you make money, but you have to kick them back something. It's like when you enter an MLM. How many of y'all have ever done, what's that thing? Quick Star. What my parents did, Amway, all those things, all those MLM things, you know, whenever the person, your upline, you have whatever you make, your upline makes a portion of what you make, right? Same thing with these franchises. Every franchise got to render unto Caesar their royalties. And then so hi VDub 429, how you doing, sweetheart? So they weren't operating the restaurants the way they were supposed to run, and they weren't paying Little Caesars their money. So Little Caesars took away their franchise license. They were like, well, you're not running this place the way that you're supposed to run it, so we're going to take away your license. But these franchises, these Little Caesars locations, they continue to operate as pizza shops and continue to use the Little Caesars logo and continue to run as if they were under the Little Caesars banner, even though Little Caesars had terminated their franchise agreement. Their contract was rendered null and void because they violated clauses in the contract. If you violate a contract, it can be voided, okay? So now, because they were basically just out here being reckless and wild, the court has shut down the restaurants until this can be resolved. So Little Caesars is not little. They got long paper and, ooh, my phone. Sorry guys, hold on a second. Hold on. My phone just said, okay, I can do this. This is fine. Give me a second. I gotta plug in my phone so it doesn't die on me. Have patience with me, guys. I love you. All right. Yeah. Okay. Don't mind the mess in the, okay, there we go. Okay. So we're plugged in. All right. So yeah, so Little Caesars has basically gotten these restaurants shut down because they're using their logo, they're using their name, and they're not paying them their money. They're not doing what they're supposed to do. So good for Little Caesars for protecting their name. And I used to kind of hate on Little Caesars, but you know what I found out? I found out that the owner of Little Caesars, he paid like Rosa Parks rent or something for like the rest of her life because he was like a big supporter of the civil rights movement. So I'm like, Little Caesars, you all right with me? Okay. So what do you guys think about? Have any of you guys ever thought about opening a franchise? Have any of you guys ever been in an MLM? And do you understand the structure of how that works and why Little Caesars was so upset? It's like, hey, we're lending you our name. We're lending you our credibility. That means that you have to operate in a certain way. And then on top of that, you're not giving me my money? So Little Caesars was like, nah, I'm out of here. All right, so good for Little Caesars. Okay. Okay. This story I'm gonna leave for tomorrow. Okay. So for all my, well, maybe this might not be for just for single people out here because I see plenty of married people on this too. How many of you guys have ever heard of Tinder? If you've, yes, partner with MLM along with my tax service, I do understand. King Tax Services, no, she, I forget the name of your company. The East Coast needs a Whataburger. I've never had a Whataburger. Okay. Okay. Party About Everything has heard of Tinder. If you've heard of Tinder, give me a T in the comments. I've been on, look, while you guys put your answers, I'm going to tell you all, Tracy Lynn Fashion, yes, that's what it was. I knew it began with a T. I've been on Tinder, Bumble, Soul Swipe, Bay, Okay Cupid. All right. So we know what Tinder is, right? And I want somebody here. What is the basic thing? What is the basic action when you are on one of these apps, one of these dating apps? What are you doing when you're sifting through the eligible bachelors or bachelorettes on the apps? What is the motion called? Ooh, 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 ooh. What is the motion called that you use on these apps? Swipe. Yes, Party Brown, everything. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Swipe. There is a trademark battle going down over swipe, y'all. Okay. So here's the deal. If you didn't know, Tinder is actually owned by Match.com. Okay. And Match is suing. Does anybody here know about Bumble? It's kind of like the female Tinder. It's like Tinder, but the women have to communicate with with the men first or whatever. I don't know how it works if you're involved in same-sex in same-sex relationships. I don't know who talks to each other first. But yeah. So Match has basically said that the swiping technology or swiping, you've never heard of it? That's because you're barely on the internet, Vida. Anyway, Match has claimed propriety over Swipe. They have sued Bumble for patent infringement for the swiping feature on their app. And there's a trademark dispute as well, because Match has trademarks for swipe, swipe left, and swipe right. Well, swipe left and swipe right are pending, meaning that they have submitted applications, but they haven't been approved yet. But Match definitely has a trademark and a patent for the swipe for swiping, okay? And remember, when you're filing your trademark application, you have to do it for a specific industry, and their industry is apps for social introduction and dating services. Okay, they're saying that Bumble uses swipe everywhere on its app. Now, I don't pay attention to really the wording of these apps because honestly, to me, they're all the same. But again, this is exactly why Tinder is doing this. These dating apps are ubiquitous. They're everywhere. And there's only so many ways that you can differentiate yourself. And the swiping is how Match thought it was going to differentiate itself. And here's Bumble coming here, stealing all their thunder, okay? But the question that I ask to you is, do you think that the word swipe is distinctive? Is that specific to Tinder? When you hear the word swipe or swipe left or swipe right, do you as a consumer think automatically of Tinder? What do you think of when you hear swipe or swipe left or swipe right? What do you think of? Okay. You don't think of Tinder? Okay, Pretty Burn Everything. So you think of dating apps in general, V-Dub. Pretty Burn Everything doesn't really think of Tinder. God Money Records COO says dating apps. Pretty Burn Everything said it's an action. King Tax Services, no, move from one app to another. V-Dub said not one in particular. And this is exactly why probably Match is suing, because they're like, you're making swipe too popular. I've even seen hashtags for swipe left when people want you to like swipe on their pictures on Instagram. So Match is like, whoa there. Oh no, looking at pictures, following the story. Okay, all right. Yeah, so Match is like, look, swipe is getting out of hand. We need to rein it in because it's our stuff. And they have now sued Bumble for patent and trademark infringement for swipe technology and using the phrase swipe all over their apps. So if you are a user of these apps, hi, Destined for Greatness. If you are a user of these apps, I encourage you, the next time you're on Tinder or you're on Bumble, or especially on Bumble, go look and see if you see the word swipe anywhere on their app, and see if Tinder, or Match, I should say, has a credible argument for suing Bumble for swipe technology, okay? But I do have to say that Bumble is not the only app that uses swiping. I was on Soul Swipe, which was kind of like the Black Tinder. Swipe is an action, but is swipe a phrase that is common in social introduction and dating service apps? Because that's what they have secured it for. They're saying that this trademark for swipe is only for apps that have to do with dating and social introduction, right? So do you think that the word swipe automatically goes with dating services and social introduction? Swipe left, swipe right. I think that Nicole Butler, I think that there is a lot of room for argument here because swipe, not the word swipe. I don't know because remember earlier in the show, Subaru was able to trademark the word eyesight for its new technology in its car. Nat Rock Queen says it's not exclusively for dating apps. Why do you say it's not exclusively for dating apps? When I say exclusively for dating apps, I mean that the trademark application that Match.com filed, the trademark application says that the only time they're going to use swipe is for social apps that have to do with social introduction and dating services. So my question to you all is, when you think of the word swipe, just by itself, does swipe invoke the thought of dating services or social introduction? Or has Tinder made Dora? Oh my God, y'all, I'm on Facebook. Nicole Butler said Dora had swipe first. Swipe or no swiping. That's a good one. But Dora's not on any dating apps. We're talking about Tinder's owner suing Bumble for using the word swipe, right? I guess that's like Cardi B tried to trademark Occur. Yes, that is like Cardi B trying to trademark Occur. And remember that Cardi was denied. Even though I think that Cardi brought Occur to life, the USPTO office said she can't do it because people have used Occur before her. Apparently the Kardashians use it on their show, all this stuff. So we'll have to wait and see if Tinder has exclusive rights to swipe left, and swipe right, okay? That was a really good one. Thank you for all of your input, guys, because this is kind of a really sticky case, and I'm gonna keep up with it, all right? Okay, so next story. Oh, let me do some quick introductions so we can reset because some new people came in. If this is the first time you're watching, I'm Natalie Pierre-Lewis. I'm the owner of NPL Consulting LLC, and this is NPL Legal Dish. This is my weekly live broadcast where I take stories from the news and celebrity and pop culture and demonstrate business and legal, legal concepts that you need to know as a business owner. If you're interested in chatting with me, you can book a free 15-minute consultation using the link in my bio, linktree/NPL Consulting Firm, linktree/NPL Consulting Firm, linktree/NPL Consulting Firm, all right? And for those, if you had been watching earlier in the week, you know that I have been going back and forth about doing this show daily. I'm not doing this daily, but I am going to be doing the show twice a week. So my goal is that for each show, when I do them, I don't want to do more than 10 stories because I want to really be able to get into the meat and discuss with you guys. So we're gonna play around with the date, with the day and time of the second show, but Thursdays at 6 will always be our staple. Okay. All right. Hi, Dontavius. All right. So now back to our program. All right. Okay. So this is a story of murals. If any of you are in the DMV area, you know that this area has like lots of beautiful murals that you can see. And murals are a great way to revitalize places, right? So hold on one second. Okay, so this is the case of murals having to cover up a logo because they used it without permission. So there is a logo for a city. How did I write all this down and I did not write down the city? Give me one second. While I look up the city, want to remind you guys, go download the free business prep toolkit. Sign up for Business Launch Bootcamp. Go set up a free consultation. Of course, you're going to give me problems. Hold on, guys. Okay, so in Wisconsin, there is Wisconsin has a logo, one of the cities, and it's called the Flying W, right? And there were a series of murals all around a city in Wisconsin, and they had this particular W on the murals everywhere. They're like, oh, we're Wisconsin, da 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 da. Now, all of these W's have been covered over by the city because the city has an official logo of this flying W, and they said you can't just put it on your murals for your businesses. So what these businesses have had to do is go, and some of them have literally just taken a piece of plastic and covered the logo that is somewhere on their mural. So it's kind of like an eyesore. I wish I could show you, but I'm using all my devices right now. But this is when I tell you the power of trademarks. Can you imagine having a piece of a mural that you put together, have this ugly piece of plastic over a corner of it because you used the wrong symbol? This is why you have to check and make sure that if you are using something, it is okay. Yes, it can be annoying. Yes, it might be in tribute. Even if it is to tribute somebody, you can't just take their stuff and use it. The point of this case is to check first, because now all of these businesses have to find a way to rework these murals and paint out the city logo, okay? All right. Okay. Do I have anybody here who is interested in cryptocurrency? And when I say cryptocurrency, things like Bitcoin, things like that. We know that, you know, there was all the big craze about a year ago. It's gone up, it's gone down. But cryptocurrency is not going anywhere, and more people are getting in it every day, right? So if you have heard of cryptocurrency, if you like cryptocurrency, if you don't like crypto, if you've heard of cryptocurrency, give me a C in the comments. And then if you have heard of the company Samsung, give me an S in the comments. So if you have heard of cryptocurrency, I want to see in the comments. And if you have heard of Samsung, give me an S in the comments. All right, so I've got 2 people who know what cryptocurrency is. You like some info? Actually, we can talk, girl. I got an S and an S. All right, so we got people, they know what cryptocurrency is. They know what Samsung is. Well, Samsung, they are, all right, I got another one for crypto, another one for Samsung. So Samsung is trying to get, and another one, is trying to get, N for none. Girl, you need to be on the internet more. Samsung is trying to get into cryptocurrency, right? And, you know, they haven't officially done it yet. They haven't created a Samsung coin. However, someone else tried to. Some random guy in Korea who has no connection to Samsung at all tried to trademark the name Samsung coin for his own cryptocurrency, and he was denied. And do you know why he was denied? Because Samsung is a very well-known brand all around the world, and you can't just go trademarking people's names, especially when you're not affiliated. Thank you, Nicole. Especially when you're not affiliated with the company. So this Korean guy goes to the Korean Patent and Trade Office and says, hey, I want to trademark Samsung coin for cryptocurrency. And they're like, boy, what are you talking about? And he didn't get it. So Samsung was saved by their reputation. This is why it's important to protect your brand. Samsung is a well-known tech company, and cryptocurrency is a part of tech. A lot of tech companies are getting into crypto. So it makes sense that Samsung would want to protect their name in that realm, okay? So don't go out here trying to trademark Nike coin or whatever, because they're going to laugh at you at the USPTO office. All right, how many stories have we done? We've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, we only got 3 more stories, and then we're going to end for tonight, and I will be on tomorrow, okay? Oh, and these next 2 stories have to do with 2 different Kylies, okay? It's like there's not a week that can go by where I can escape the Kardashian Jenner clan, but they're good. They provide good content for the show. So we all know that I have talked extensively about Kylie Jenner trying to trademark the word Kylie and her being denied. And she's got all these types of trademarks out, right? Well, Kylie has now filed a trademark. She has expanded her Kylie Jenner brand to include nail products and fragrances. So if you're a Kardashian Jenner fan, pretty soon you'll be able to have, I guess, Jenner and Kylie nails. Look, y'all, I'm not going to pretend like I like the Kardashians, the Jenners. I don't like them. But they are amazing at brand protection. Amazing. They have built an entire empire, like just branding themselves. And like I have to give it to them. That like they're good at it, okay? So I mean, I guess get you some Kylie nails. I don't know. All right. But that's it. So Kylie nails coming soon. The next Kylie we're talking about is Kylie Minogue, the talented pop star from Australia. But this is not necessarily a good story for Kylie Minogue. So we all know that Kylie Minogue won the battle against Kylie Jenner for Kylie Jenner trying to trademark Kylie for a bunch of other things. God Money Records COO said, so how do you protect your brand from theft if you don't have a trademark? Okay, so here's the thing. If you have a that's a very good question. If you have a great paper trail for you using your mark, okay, so I'm going to use the example of a local brand here. There is a local clothing brand here that is called Eat. I remember I started to see it several years ago, and I didn't know what it was, but I started seeing it. And I've seen it all over the city. And it's a very distinctive color and shape and size, right? Now, I'm sure they have a trademark. See, Toby agrees too. They got a trademark. However, even if they didn't, they are so well known in this area for this symbol, for this clothing line, that they would have rights to it. There are some certain rights you have when you have established yourself as a brand, so that even if you don't have a registered trademark, yeah, it might be a little harder. You might have to prove some more, but if you can go to court and say, hey, I have been using this mark continuously for this many years, I've got this many followers, people recognize me, there are certain inherent trademark rights that you can assert, okay? So very good question, God Money Records COO. And also, whatever you're trying to protect, you should start putting the TM in the upper right-hand corner of it. So if it's a logo, if it's a name, start putting the TM in the upper right-hand logo, because what that tells the world is my trademark is not registered, but I am working on it, okay? All right. Very, very, very good question. All right. So, all right. Back to Kylie Minogue. So Kylie Minogue, we know she's a pop star. She got Kylie Jenner up out of here when Kylie was trying to trademark Kylie for everything. But Kylie Minogue has lost a trademark battle against Kylie's sunglasses. Okay, so there is a company called Saldum Ventures, and it is a Spanish company, and they filed a trademark application for eyewear, for Kylie eyewear and watches. Hold on. While I catch my breath, somebody name a Kylie Minogue song for me. I love Kylie, but I just can't think of any of her songs right now. Sorry, y'all. I was so thirsty. Okay. If you can't think of a song, it's fine. Anyway, so Kylie Minogue, this Spanish company, Saldum, they were like, we have some sunglasses and watches, and we want to call them Kylie. Kylie Minogue was like, no, I don't want you to use Kylie. And they filed the applications in the United States. However, Saldum filed the application in the United States. Kylie Minogue opposed it in the United States, but the USPTO office, God Money Record can't name one, that's cool. But the USPTO office told Kylie Minogue no. And what they said was, actually, I'm wrong. No. What did I do? Okay, guys, no. I'm going to talk about this story tomorrow because apparently I wrote this down wrong. Okay. So we're going to talk about the second Kylie tomorrow. Okay. Oh, this is a fun story. Okay. The next story we're talking about actually has to do with a children's television network versus a cannabis dispensary. Okay. So here is the story. There is a Canadian television production company called Nelvana Enterprises. They do children's programming. And there is a dispensary in Tulsa, Oklahoma that, of course, provides cannabis. Two different areas of industry, right? However, the Canadian TV production company, can't get you out of my head. Oh, that's one of her songs? Okay, I gotta look that up. Okay. The Canadian company, Nelvana Enterprises, they are saying that the dispensary, which is called Treehouse, that their logo is identical to the logo that they use for kids programming, okay? They tried to settle it outside of court because, you know, Canadians are nice, and it didn't work. So here I'm gonna show you guys my screen. Can I do screen share on this? I guess you have to do it when you start. Crap doodles. Hold on a second, guys. I'm trying to do a screen share real quick. But if you watched my stories this week, I had also put it in there and asking you guys if you thought that the logos were trademark infringement. I don't think I'm going to be able to do it for Facebook, but I think I can definitely do it for Instagram. So give me 1 second, Instagram. Facebook, I want you to do a Google search for Nelvana Enterprises versus Treehouse Dispensary. And of course, when I'm on live, okay, whatever. Anyway, I wanted to show you guys the logo, but the internet, it just came up. Okay, all right. Anyway, Nelvana Enterprise versus Treehouse Dispensary. Anyway, if you look up their logo, guys, it looks exactly identical to each other. Like the lettering, the color, the shape, it's so similar, and it's really weird. You would have to think that maybe they stole the logo. And I'm loading it up again so you can see, right? So Nelvana Enterprises tried to settle it, but just the Treehouse Dispensary was like, no dice. So they're suing. They said, actually, the Treehouse Dispensary said that they would stop using the mark, but they never stopped. Now, this company that is suing this dispensary, they air shows like Peppa Pig, Dora, and something called Top Wing. I don't have no kids, so I don't know what Top Wing is, but you know, these are kid shows. No children's entertainment company is going to want to be associated with cannabis because it's still, you know, it's an adult thing. It would be like advertising alcohol on a kid's show, you know? So we'll wait and see what happens with that. 7, 8, 9. All right, guys, so we only got one more story and then we're gonna end. And we're gonna do the rest of the stories tomorrow. Hi, Andy. Okay. And this last story that we are ending with has to do with Vogue versus Black Vogue. Okay. No, wrong story. Okay. Okay. So here is the story. We all know Vogue magazine, right? Vogue magazine has been in business for 125 years. Okay, there is a new company. They have filed a trademark infringement case against a company that is calling themselves Black Vogue. Okay, and this company is using the name Black Vogue to sell sportswear, like, you know, hoodies and t-shirts and stuff like that. They filed a trademark in 2018 for these things. I'm going to show Instagram because I can pull it up for them. Facebook, you can look up the logo for Black Vogue. I don't know if you guys can see it, Instagram, but this is what the Black Vogue logo looks like. If you, I wish I could pull it in closer, but all right. So, yeah. So they filed it first for like sportswear apparel, but then they changed the application and said that they also wanted to use the phrase Black Vogue for fashion related projects and advertising and publicity services. Now, this is immediately in the wheelhouse of Vogue. Vogue does advertising, they do fashion related projects like editorials, and they do publicity services. So they're going after Black Vogue and saying, you're stepping on our toes. Here's the thing. The woman who owns Black Vogue has stopped using the mark. And on top of that, she said that the logo was not the same as Vogue's. It's different. Now, to me, you know, the logo, it's not that much different. Yeah, you added the word Black in very thin lettering at the top, but the word Vogue is still using the same typeface, the same font type as you know, regular Vogue. So I can understand where Vogue is coming from. But her other argument is that there was no damage. Vogue suffered no damage based on her conduct. She's saying that, look, Vogue, even if this was infringement, you didn't lose any money. I didn't take any money off of your plate. So she's trying to get this case thrown out. And then on top of this, the weird thing is that we all know that Vogue has a subsidiary called Teen Vogue. This entrepreneur, who is the owner of Black Vogue, Teen Vogue featured her in one of their episodes and, you know, really bigging her up as a great businesswoman. So it seems really weird that you would have your subsidiary magazine promote this woman and then try to sue her for doing the exact same thing. So we will wait and see what happens with this case. All right. So, guys, we are at the end right now of today's broadcast. Thank you for being such a wonderful crowd, for your energy. Hi, Hafa season. Thank you for you know, participating and answering the questions. We're going to finish this tomorrow. We actually have like we've got at least 6 more stories to cover tomorrow, plus whatever comes up tomorrow in my email, because I get these stories dropped daily. But I want to stop here so that if you have any last minute questions, you can ask them. And also, if you have questions tomorrow, bring them about any of the cases we talked about today, all right? Tomorrow, I think what I'm going to do, I want to poll. You got 30 seconds to do this. Do you want me to come on at noon, at 2 o'clock, or at 6 o'clock? You can have noon, 2 o'clock, or 6 o'clock. Oh, so Andy, this is my live show. Every week I get on here and I use celebrity and pop culture stories to teach business and legal concepts. So I got 1 for 6 o'clock. So the other option, okay, I got 2 for 6 o'clock. I got 3 for 6. All right. Okay. It looks like 6 o'clock is the one that is winning out, y'all. Okay. So I'm going to be back on here at 6 o'clock tomorrow. We're going to cover the rest of the stories. I got 4 for 6 o'clock. Okay. 6 p.m. it is. 5, 6. Geez. Okay. Fine. So I guess we spending our Friday night together, guys. All right. Come with your questions. Set up your free 15-minute consultations. I'm going to talk to y'all tomorrow about this. If you have any questions, please DM them to me. And if you find any stories between now and tomorrow, drop them in my inbox so I can talk to them, so I can read up on them and do the research. We have a fair amount to go through tomorrow. We'll probably be on for an hour again. So, you know, have a drink, bring some water, bring a snack, and let's get popping. Make sure that you get your tickets to Business Launch Bootcamp. That is happening August 15th. As well. We have less than 60 seconds left. So while y'all don't have no questions, I didn't see anything drop. Okay. And Instagram is about to conk out on me. So I enjoyed your energy. Have a great evening, guys. Be good to yourselves. And we will talk tomorrow night at 6 p.m. 6 p.m. tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tell your friends. Bye. Oh, da, 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 da.